Hi students, hello everybody, welcome to the very session. My name is Preksha Sharma, your English educator at Unacademy, and I give you all a very warm welcome to this very particular session wherein we are gonna do an amazing topic today, which is Long Walk to Freedom. Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Okay, so this chapter is really one of the very important chapters from the point of view of our examination. It's talking about the liberty, the independence, and today it's the Independence Day. Okay, so I've taken up the very thing for all of you. I have come up with this very particular chapter in order to make you all understand that what exactly is the importance of this chapter in terms of everything that we are here talking about. All right, so this is like more or less talking about what it is, more or less talking about the importance of like liberty, importance of freedom, the importance of like being honored, having some dignity, and being like literally like praised for a lot of things in the world. Okay, so everyone, this is what we have right in today in front of you all right, and we are going to have the half yearly revision. It's gonna be a one shot explanation, so please make sure that you're staying tuned for the entire session and you're not going anywhere. If you guys have any doubt related to this very particular topic, please do ask me, because the topic really calls for a proper explanation. As I told you, it is one of the chapters which is the historical chapter. It's a factual chapter. A lot of facts are being given here, so you have to be smart enough in order to deal with those facts in the correct manner as well. All right, so please make sure that you are definitely going ahead with it and you're doing good about it as well. Alrighty people, so this is pretty important. Kindly keep it in your mind. So my name is Preksha Sharma and I've done Masters in English from Delhi University, and I've been guiding a lot of students for the past few years to be really good in their communication skills and to score good marks in their academics as well. Okay, so I am going to help each one of you and I am going to make sure that you guys really score good marks in your upcoming examinations too. Okay, so we have got the Telegram channel, everybody. I would like to urge you all to kindly go through, I would like to urge you all to please make sure that you are definitely going ahead with this. Okay, and you are just asking your friends as well. Okay, you're asking your friends as well that they join this very particular group, because it's really for their good, for their improvement, and for their development, okay, in life. We have got the special classes, everybody. These are the absolute free classes. Today you would have one special class. I'll just schedule it for all of you. Let's see if it doesn't happen today, then definitely it's gonna happen tomorrow. But make sure that you guys are always attending these special classes, because as the word suggests, these are absolutely free and absolutely special. Learn from your favorite educators for free. Okay, engage with educators via polls. Clear your doubts in the live special class as well. And for the top special classes, please visit the links which are given in the description below. So this is basically for your development, for your upliftment, for your good. So kindly make sure that you all are definitely going ahead with this for the development in your life. Okay, it's really important for everyone right in there. Okay, so my code is PSH10. All you need to do is you just have to make use of this code and you have to enter. All right, in the very class. That's it. You're not supposed to do anything else. You won't be charged for it. And in order to be a part of the special classes, you will just have to download the Unacademy app from the Play Store. And then you will have to search my name, Preksha Sharma. You'll have to follow me. Once I'll schedule the classes, you will get the notification. So this is something that's for your good, for your betterment. Make sure that you all are always trying your level best to go ahead with this without any miss. Okay, everyone, is that clear, everyone? Yes, clear. So Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom, half yearly revision it is. So we are going to deal with complete explanation. Anyone, would you please try to tell me all, if you would just like to go ahead with the very aspect, like what exactly is being given in this chapter. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Happy Independence Day, guys. I hope that you all are having a very good day today and you all are enjoying. You are doing a lot of activities for fun and you are just talking with your friends. Hi, Kiara. Hello there. All right, you're having fun. That's really great. Okay, so we are also studying an amazing chapter today, which is ultimately talking about the freedom. Now, I would like to know from you, what do you know about the chapter? What do you understand about the chapter? What does it say? I'm very well, Reed. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, Sanjeev, you're gonna do good. I'm so sure about it. Hi, FOMO, please. Hello, dear. Welcome to the worry session. Hi, Mehak. I'm very well. Hello, everybody. I'm doing really great. So, everyone, please tell me what do you find in this very particular chapter? What do we see? Yeah, that's really good. Deepika, 10th May is the inauguration day of South Africa's new democratic non-racial government. Freedom is important for any living creature. Okay, FOMO, please. I welcome you to the worry session there. Hi, Ara. Okay, freedom, Mehak, absolutely correct. Hi, Ayush. All right, so there are certain important aspects that we really see in this very particular chapter. Okay, the long walk of the struggle of freedom. Absolutely correct. Okay, that is very right. So, like broadly telling you all, what does the chapter suggest? It is like more or less talking about his decision to be free, like his decision to attain liberty and the independence. That means that he was really working hard. He was trying his level best to just ask the people around. I mean that he was being present and therein he became so tough in his personality. He decided to fight for his people. He decided to fight for his community. He decided to fight for the people who were suffering at the hands of the white rulers. All right, that is what we say. Hi, Priyanshu. Hello. Yeah, FOMO, I got that. Good thought. The mentee for this very particular chapter is going to take place tomorrow at 2 p.m. All right. Hi, Priyanshu. Hello. Welcome to the very session. His nation. Okay. So now this is like basically the introduction. What exactly is being given in this particular chapter? This chapter is an extract. Okay, ये एक extract है यानी कि ये एक part है, ये एक chunk है. बेटा ये वाला जो chapter है ना आप लोगों का ये बहुत important chapter है आपके syllabus का. Of course there is no particular mark that has been associated with this chapter. But what I basically mean by this is that this is more or less working as an basically working as a sequence of the events that had taken place earlier. All right, and accordingly we have to make a move. So the chapter is basically working as an extract from the autobiography. Autobiography क्या होता है? Anybody? What do you mean by that? Hi Janvi, thank you so much, and I wish you and your family the same. Yeah, it's a part of his book. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Alrighty. Okay, no, Shreya, you're not late, but I see you after a long time in the sessions. How have you been? So yes, this is basically an extract of his autobiography. Autobiography some means that when you're writing yourself about the life of about your own life. Okay, so this is basically talking autobiography of Nelson Mandela, the name like to which is Long Walk to Freedom. Okay, so he was born all right on 18 July 1918, and he was the first black president of South Africa. Okay, he was the first black president. Hi, Shreya, I'm good. Thank you, dear. Life story of a person written by him. Absolutely correct. Which is written by himself. Not read, it's not itself. It is used for a thing, himself, for a human. Okay, the story of a person's life written by that person. Yeah, Sanjeev, absolutely correct. Hi, Vaibhav, hello. So ये आपको थोड़ा सा याद रखना है कि वो कौन थे नेल्सन मंडेला like he was the first black president of South Africa. Okay, and in order to reach that position, like in order to become the president of South Africa, he had to go through a huge amount of suffering. Okay, he had suffered a lot. Even a lot of the patriots, they had died. They had died for their nation, for the independence of their community, for bringing the rights of the people equal, for bringing the equality for the people. Okay, that is what the thing, like, because there was a lot of discrimination that was there among the whites and the blacks, and that is what they needed to kill. Okay, that is the discrimination was supposed to be killed so that everybody would be on the same platform, and that is what was being done by the black president Nelson Mandela. Okay, yes, first black president of South Africa. Hi Piyush, hello dear. Hi, hello. Yes, everyone. Happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to everyone right in there. So now, guys, I would like to point out one thing which is very important, and that is when in your factual chapters you find before you read section. So you have to take it a bit more seriously. Okay, you are not supposed to take it lightly. You have to keep it like really informative. I mean, it's a really informative, and you must be sure of the fact that it talks about the important aspects. So we see that have you heard of Nelson Mandela? All right. So Mandela and his African National Congress, this was the name of his Democratic Party, ANC to be capital, spent a lifetime fighting against apartheid. Anybody, would you please explain what is apartheid? This is really one of the very common terms coming from your social science world, and also like I had explained you all when we had done the word to word explanation. What is apartheid, everyone? In the comment section. Piyush Tripathi, beta, I deal with the important questions only in your, like usually in your special classes. So I'll tell you once it'll be done. Yes, tell me. What do you mean by apartheid? It is basically the racial discrimination, all right, the name that the party gave to its racial segregation policies. Okay, all right, it's a political system that separates people according to their race, all right, racial discrimination and name that the party gave to the racial. Okay, so apartheid is a policy which discriminates the people on the basis of the color of their skin. Okay, like there was a difference between the blacks and the whites. They were being differentiated on the basis of the color of their skin, and that is what the apartheid policy is all about. Okay, is that clear to everyone? So Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison. बेटा हर information important है. आपके एग्जाम में बिफोर यू रीड से रिलेटेड कुछ नहीं आता, लेकिन आपको एक बैकग्राउंड की इंफॉर्मेशन हो जाती है. एंड व्हेन वी आर डीलिंग विद लाइक चैप्टर्स लाइक दिस, नो, आपको बैकग्राउंड पता होना बहुत जरूरी होता है. देयर इज वन मोर चैप्टर इन योर सिलेबस विच इज फ्रॉम द डायरी ऑफ एन फ्रैंक. ठीक है, वो भी आपका बहुत फैक्चुअल चैप्टर है, उसमें भी आपको ये पता होना चाहिए. हाय रोशन, हेलो डियर, वेलकम टू द वर्ल्ड क्लास. आई होप दैट यू गोना हैव like enjoyment in this very particular class. Okay. Alrighty, people. So, how many years did he spend in prison? He had spent 30 years in prison. Okay, this information is not given in the main text. It's just a part of it before you read section. But of course, the very information is really important. Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison. Mandela को 30 साल prison में बिताने पड़े थे. Finally, democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994. तो यानी कि फाइनली डेमोक्रेटिक इलेक्शंस, यानी कि एक ऐसी गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म करने का आई मीन डिसीजन हो गया था वेयर इन देयर वुड बी नो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. डिस्क्रिमिनेशन क्या होता है? भेदभाव. ठीक है, लोगों में भेदभाव करना उनके स्किन के कलर के बेसिस पे कि ये गोरे हैं ये काले हैं, जो बिल्कुल गलत कॉन्सेप्ट है. बिकॉज इन द आई ऑफ लॉर्ड एवरीवन इज सेम, एंड द वाइट्स जस्ट बिकॉज दे आर फेयर इन कॉम्प्लेक्शन डजंट मीन दे हैव गॉट द राइट टू बी ब्रूटल ऑन द ब्लैक्स. और यहाँ पे brutality on the blacks was being shown, that blacks, they were never being free. Okay, they were not being given the freedom, and that was the like the basic main right that was being snatched away from them. Okay, so finally the democratic elections, they were being held in South Africa in 1994, and Mandela, okay, he became the first black president of a new nation. ठीक है, और वो पहला ब्लैक प्रेसिडेंट बन गया था एक नए नेशन का. तो इसमें जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन दे रखी है, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, कीप इट इन योर माइंड, इट्स रियली इम्पोर्टेंट. Okay, that is, but Piyush, it's the 30 years. That is the exact information that I have here in this particular book. All right, we will be relying in terms of your English. You will be relying on the information that's been given in your book. Okay, and that is the absolute correct information as well. All right, is that clear? Now moving ahead, everyone, in this extract, okay, from his autobiography Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela speaks about a historic occasion. Historic occasion से क्या मतलब है? I'm not only here talking about something that was being done in the history, I'm instead here talking about something that was like just done once ever in life. Okay, that means the inauguration. So the inauguration basically refers to the fact that there would be a chain that had come right in there. Okay, so we are here talking about a chain that had come right in there. So can you guess what the occasion might be? So we are going to check that what was the news on BBC on 10th May 1994. All right, so this was basically the news that was flashing on the news channels on the day. That is, what was the date? It was 10th May 1994 on the BBC channel, and it said Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries of white rule. तो यानी कि कितने वाइट रूल ने कितने टाइम तक किया था हम लोगों पे रूल? फॉर मोर देन 3 centuries. I mean, हम पे what I basically mean is that on the blacks, that is in South Africa, I'm here talking about. Okay, is that clear? So what do we see? Mr. Mandela's African National Congress. Okay, जो Mr. Mandela की African National Congress थी, उसने जीती थी कितनी सीट्स? 252 सीट्स जीती थी 400 में से. तो of course majority इनकी हुई because it was more than half, right? So in the first democratic election of South Africa's history. So that was the first time, and there was a huge, like huge amount of hard work that he had brought in order to, like in order to just make sure that he is just allow he is bringing honor to the people who belong to his community. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Everybody, is that clear? Yes, guys. Is that clear? It's an important information that I'm sharing with all of you right away. Kindly give me a yes or no in the comment section, a thumbs up or something, because there's a stupid spammer who is spamming something and I'm not really in the mood to say anything to him or her or it or whatsoever. Okay? So yeah, you guys can also spam. All right, just tell me guys yes or no or something like that so that I can just make a move ahead. Anybody interested in writing yes or something? Yep, okay, I'm getting the thumbs up. Thank you, Piyush. Thank you for being so kind. Yeah, I got that. Avinash was also, Ayush was also there. Alrighty, people. So in a way, let it be. Kiara, you're also there. Cool. Alrighty. So let's get going, everyone, towards the next thing. Now we see the inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Buildings Amphitheatre in Pretoria today, attended by politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. So this is the piece of information that I am telling you all right, okay, from the point of view of what? I'm telling you all this from the point of view of the BBC News. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear to everybody? Okay, so never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another. नेल्सन मंडेला का ये बहुत फेमस कोट था. आई मीन द स्टेटमेंट ही मेड कि कभी 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 भी नहीं इस अच्छे से सुंदर से लैंड पे हम एक्सपीरियंस करेंगे ऑपरेशन ऑफ वन बाय अनदर. यानी कि हम एक को दबाएंगे, ओके, एक रूल करेगा और हम उसको दबाएंगे. ऐसा कुछ अब बिल्कुल भी नहीं होने वाला है. दैट इज व्हाट ही मेड क्लियर. ओके, सो दिस वाज द पार्ट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, आई मीन अ पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन दैट आई टोल्ड यू. और उसके अलावा अब जो न्यूज चैनल्स पे फ्लैश हो रहा था उस दिन क्या था, ये चीजें उसमें बताई जा रही थी. ऑल राइट, जुबिलेंट सीन्स ऑन द स्ट्रीट्स ऑफ प्रिटोरिया. जुबिलेंट का क्या मतलब होता है कि बहुत ही ज्यादा जॉयफुल. ऑल राइट, जॉयफुल सीन्स मतलब बहुत ही ज्यादा जॉयफुल, एंजॉयमेंट फिल. ऑल राइट, joyful or enjoyment filled. All right, scenes the streets of Pretoria pay follow the ceremony with blacks, whites and colors celebrating together. More than 1 lakh South African men, women and children of all races sang and danced with joy. ठीक है, वो लोग मतलब बहुत ही ज्यादा मजे कर रहे थे, बहुत ही ज्यादा मतलब नाच गाना हो रहा था. And there was that scene of victory which was there on the streets of Pretoria at that particular point of time. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? चलिए अब हम चलते हैं आगे. ठीक है, सो अब मैं आपको बिल्कुल चैप्टर स्पेसिफिक बताती हूँ कि क्या हमने देखा है, क्या दे रखा है. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इट इन अ वे मोर डिटेल. ऑल राइट, सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज बीइंग गिवन इन दिस पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर, लाइक व्हाट एग्जैक्टली लॉन्ग वॉक टू फ्रीडम इज. लॉन्ग वॉक टू फ्रीडम इज वन ऑफ द excerpts. Excerpts basically refers to the fact that it is just a part. All right, it is just a part from the very chapter that is Long Walk to Freedom. Sorry, from the very novel. All right, this is basically a novel which is basically an autobiography. Autobiography is something which is being written by oneself. All right, so now here in about him, his or her life. तो ये एक ऑटोबायोग्राफी है जिसमें क्या है, जिसमें इंक्लूड कर रखे हैं कर रखा है डिस्क्रिप्शन इनॉग्रेशन डे का. ठीक है, उसमें ऑटोबायोग्राफी में सिर्फ एक ही पर्टिकुलर क्या कहते हैं डिस्क्रिप्शन है जो बेसिकली हाईलाइट कर रहा है इनॉग्रेशन सेरेमनी. इनॉग्रेशन सेरेमनी बेसिकली रेफर्स टू द डे which was leading to the oath taking ceremony. So inauguration ceremony is the oath taking ceremony, that is शपथ लेने वाली सेरेमनी जिसमें कि प्रेसिडेंट और डेप्यूटी प्रेसिडेंट शपथ ले रहे थे कि वो देश की रक्षा करेंगे. ठीक है, सो हमारा इस चैप्टर में एक वही वाला सीन है जो बहुत ज्यादा हाईलाइट में है. ठीक है, साइटेशंस का क्या मतलब होता है? रेफरेंसेस. ठीक है, रेफरेंसेस दे रखी हैं, किससे? उनकी स्पीच से रेफरेंसेस है इस चैप्टर में. हिज जर्नी टू बीइंग अ फ्रीडम फाइटर, कि उनकी जर्नी क्या रही, कि वो कैसे एक क्या कहते हैं देश की आजादी के लिए देश की आजादी की को लड़ने के लिए उन्होंने कैसे सब कुछ सहा. द स्ट्रगल, जो भी उन्होंने सहा, जो भी उनकी सफरिंग्स थी, अलोंग विद द ट्रिब्यूट टू आवर फ्रीडम फाइटर्स. ट्रिब्यूट मतलब क्या होता है? ऑनर देना. ठीक है, मतलब इज्जत देना, कि एक ऑनर देना किसको? हमारे फ्रीडम फाइटर्स को, यानी कि जो हमसे हमारी आजादी में जो हमारा साथ देंगे, जो हमसे लड़ेंगे, उनके लिए. ठीक है, सो इन साउथ अफ्रीका व्हाट डू वी सी? अ ब्रूटल प्रैक्टिस नेम्ड अपार्थाइड. ब्रूटल का मतलब क्या होता है? बैड. ठीक है, एक बुरी प्रैक्टिस जिसका नाम है अपार्थाइड वॉज फॉलोड, मतलब वो चली आ रही थी. अपार्थाइड रेफर्स टू द डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बिटवीन पीपल ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर रेस. तो क्या है अपार्थाइड? अपार्थाइड क्या है? कि हम डिस्क्रिमिनेट करें लोगों के बीच में, भेदभाव करें लोगों के बीच में क्या कहते हैं, फर्क करें. किस बेसिस पे? उनके कलर के बेसिस पे, कि उनका रंग कैसा है, उनके रंग के बेसिस पे आप उनमें भेदभाव कर रहे हो. तो नेल्सन मंडेला, अब आपको जो न्यूज हमने देखी थी, जो हमें मिली है मतलब चैप्टर के हिसाब से, नेल्सन मंडेला हैज बिकम साउथ अफ्रीका's फर्स्ट ब्लैक प्रेसिडेंट आफ्टर मोर देन 3 centuries of white rule. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress (ANC) party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. ये मैंने आपको बताया. नाउ अब जो हमें एक वाइट सोसाइटी की हम बात करेंगे कि वाइट सोसाइटी का क्या रूल था, मतलब वाइट्स कैसे बिहेव करते थे. तो इट वाज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ब्रूटल सोसाइटीज वेयर डार्क स्किन्ड पीपल वर डिप्राइव्ड ऑफ देयर बेसिक राइट्स. सो डार्क स्किन पीपल क्या होते हैं? बेसिकली हु आर नॉट फेयर इन कॉम्प्लेक्शन, जिनका जो शक्ल थी वो गोरी नहीं थी, जो लोग काले थे, जो डिप्राइव्ड थे. डिप्राइव्ड मतलब दैट दे डिडंट हैव द बेसिक राइट्स. Deprived basically means that when you are not given the basic rights. Okay, not given the opportunities or benefits that way. All right, जब हम ये सारी बातें करते हैं तो इस केस में ये चीज बोली जाती है. All right, is that clear to everyone? Yes, is it clear? So they were deprived of their basic rights. That means that they were not given the opportunities or the benefits. Okay. Now this lesson gives us an overview. ये वाला जो lesson है हमें एक overview देता है. How Nelson Mandela along with others, and there are the names that are being mentioned in the chapter. ठीक है, जो ये others हैं उनके नाम आपको अच्छे से इस chapter में मिल जाएंगे. ये lesson हमें एक overview दे रहा है कि कैसे नेल्सन मंडेला ने बाकी सबके साथ they carved their way. Okay, carved their way मतलब कि उन्होंने एक रास्ता बनाया to a society, यानी कि उन्होंने एक रास्ता बनाया एक ऐसे देश, एक ऐसी कम्युनिटी, एक ऐसी सोसाइटी की ओर where there will be no discrimination, जहां पे कोई भी तरीके का भेदभाव नहीं होगा, ना जाति के बेसिस पे, ना कलर के बेसिस पे, ना किसी रिलीजन के बेसिस पे, मतलब कि कोई कोई ना किसी जेंडर के बेसिस पे कि ये लड़का है ये लड़की है. ठीक है, ना किसी कास्ट के बेसिस पे, ना एज के बेसिस पे. तो ऐसी एक सोसाइटी बनाई नेल्सन मंडेला ने बाकी सारे अपने लोगों के साथ मिलके, जिससे कि सब लोगों को इक्वल राइट्स मिले, जिससे कि एवरीवन वुड बी इक्वल इन द सोसाइटी एंड विद नो कॉज ऑफ एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन अमंग देम. ओके, is that making sense to everyone right in there? Yes, kindly let me know about this, everybody. Yes, everyone, come on, quickly tell me. Yes, everyone, clear? So that is what he did. Okay, that is what you see in this given chapter. Now coming to the inauguration day, यानी कि जब इनॉग्रेशन हुआ था, इसमें क्या आपके चैप्टर में बोल रखा है 10th में डॉन, तो क्या डेट थी? 10th में था, 1994 था, ठीक है। और कैसा दिन था वो? अब फाइनली दिन आ गया, वो इनॉग्रेशन का दिन था, ठीक है, वो इनॉग्रेशन का दिन था। इट वॉज ब्राइट एंड क्लियर, ओके, वो बहुत ही साफ दिन था, ऑल राइट, और मतलब बहुत ही ब्राइट था और बहुत ही क्लियर था। मैनी वर्ल्ड लीडर्स, बहुत सारे दुनिया के लीडर्स, ऑल राइट, हैड बिन कमिंग टू द ऑथर, ऑथर यानी कि काफी सारे जो लीडर्स थे वो सब आ रहे थे नेल्सन मंडेला के पास टू पे रिस्पेक्ट टू हिम, यानी कि इन ऑर्डर टू कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट हिम, इन ऑर्डर टू जस्ट शो देयर ऑनर टूवर्ड्स हिम, इन ऑर्डर टू प्रेज हिम, ठीक है। इट वॉज बिफोर द इनॉग्रेशन, तो ये जब उन्होंने ओथ ली थी, ओथ लेने के पहले ही वो सब लोग वर्ल्ड लीडर्स, व्हाट इज द लाइक वर्ल्ड, ओके, एमिनेंट लीडर्स, ठीक है। तो वर्ल्ड एमिनेंट लीडर्स की क्या बात है जब हम बात कर रहे होते हैं, ऑल राइट, वर्ल्ड एमिनेंट लीडर्स की बेसिकली बात क्या है कि जब हम बात कर रहे हैं उन लोगों की, ऑल राइट, जो बहुत ही ज्यादा नामी है, बहुत ही ज्यादा मतलब उनका एक रिस्पेक्ट है सोसाइटी में, एंड दे आर एट अ पर्टिकुलर लाइक लेवल, all right, that is what I am here talking about. So like they were the world eminent leaders, and many world leaders had been coming to the author, okay, वो काफी सारे authors के पास आ रहे थे to pay respect to him, किस लिए? कि उनको इज्जत दी जाए, उनको respect की जाए, और ये सब inauguration से पहले का ही था। So the inauguration was to be the largest gathering of the world leaders there. So inauguration जो था वो बहुत ही ज्यादा largest gathering थी world leaders की वहां पर, ओके ये बहुत बड़ा गैदरिंग था और बहुत ही एक हिस्टोरिक ओकेजन था, एक बहुत ही बड़ा इवेंट था, जिससे कि everyone was so very much attracted towards it that everybody was now going towards it. Every other leader from the world was now completely moving towards Nelson Mandela in order to congratulate him, in order to show their respects towards him. Okay, now the place of inauguration that we are talking about, the inauguration ceremonies took place in a big open building, all right, which is known as amphitheater, okay, in Pretoria, and here the South Africa's first democratic non-racial government was to be installed. तो प्रिटोरिया स्पेलिंग अच्छे से लर्न कर लो बेटा, मैंने ये बात आप लोगों को बहुत बार बोली है कि जो स्पेलिंग्स है ना वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती हैं, स्पेलिंग्स को आप लाइटली मत लो प्लीज, स्पेलिंग्स दे आर वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यू नीड टू कीप इट इन योर माइंड, ऑल राइट, स्पेलिंग्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आपको स्पेलिंग्स पे अच्छे से ध्यान देना है, ऑल राइट, इट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट। सो वहां पे कहाँ पे हुआ था? एम्फी थिएटर में हुआ था। एम्फी थिएटर इज बेसिकली एन ओपन बिल्डिंग विच हैज गॉट नो रूफ, all right, if you have seen the stadiums, the cricket stadiums also, you see there is no roof, it's like all open in a form of a semicircle or so. So that is what amphitheater is. So therein, like, it was so crowded, a lot of people were being there, and therein the very first democratic non-racial government had installed. That means that it was that place wherein a lot of people gathered in order to pay their tribute to the first ever black president Nelson Mandela on the soil of South Africa. Okay, now moving ahead, the swearing in ceremony. Okay, so on that day, the author was in the company of his daughter Zinani. Please remember the spelling. Again, the spelling is very important. Like what happened on that day? On that day, the author was in the company of daughter Zinani. Alright, कहाँ पे थे वो? डॉक्टर जिनानी की कंपनी में थे. That means that she was the one who had accompanied him to the very stage wherein they had to take the oath. Alright, so Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. It's a very important point that you all need to keep in your mind. It was Mr. De Klerk. All right, he was first sworn in as second deputy president. Please ध्यान से ये बात ध्यान रखना, क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा एग्जाम में कंफ्यूज कर देता है that who was the first deputy president. Okay, so it was Thabo Mbeki. All right, And who was the second deputy president? Mr. de Klerk. But who was the one who had taken the oath, one out of the two deputy presidents? It was Mr. de Klerk. Okay, so whatever spelling is being written right in here, please make sure you all are learning that spelling and you're writing accordingly. Then we have Thabo Mbeki. Please learn the spelling. Was sworn in as first deputy president. It was the author's turn then. So there were like three people were there who had taken the oath. The first one was Mr. de Klerk. He was the second deputy president. The second person who had taken oath was Thabo Mbeki. And the third person who had taken oath was the president, the first black president. That is Nelson Mandela. Okay, please remember it. Quite an important thing. Now, he was sworn in as the president. Okay, he was sworn in as the president, मतलब कि वो president की तरह उन्होंने शपथ लिया. He pledged to obey. उन्होंने pledge किया, उन्होंने कसम खाई कि वो obey करेंगे, यानी कि वो मानेंगे और uphold करेंगे constitution को, यानी कि वो उसकी इज्जत करेंगे, all right, और हमेशा उसका आदर करते हुए आगे बढ़ेंगे. उन्होंने ये भी प्लेज किया दैट ही वुड डिवोट हिमसेल्फ टू द वेल बीइंग ऑफ द पीपल. उन्होंने ये भी शपथ ली, ये भी कहा कि वो वहां के लोगों के लिए, ठीक है, उनके उनके हित के लिए काम करेंगे. दैट इज व्हाट ही सेड. ऑलराइट, सो गाइस, दिस इज बेसिकली द सेशन वेयर इन वी आर like basically focusing upon the outlining of the given chapter, wherein I'm just highlighting the key points since it's a one shot thing. The one shot explanation is there, so I'm not going to go with the word to word explanation. We had already done that in the sessions before. Please make sure that you're watching the video in case if you do not know about it. All right, quite an important one to understand with. Clear, everybody? Is that clear, everyone? Yes or no, guys? Right? Clear? चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Now, what is the statement that he said? Very important, guys. I would like to really advise this to everyone right in there. If it's possible for all of you know, so please make sure that you are learning, okay, learn some quotes. Okay, because when you're writing these things in the answers, no, it'll make it so presentable. So that's gonna be really good for you. Okay, make sure that you're definitely going in with this. So today, all of us do, by our presence here, confer glory. That means we give the glory and hope to the newborn liberty. Newborn liberty क्यों बोला उन्होंने? उन्होंने newborn liberty का मतलब हुआ कि जो जिस 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 इंडिपेंडेंस ने, मतलब जिस फ्रीडम ने, ओके, जिस आजादी ने अभी अभी जन्म लिया है, ठीक है, मैं ये होप करता हूँ कि हमारी प्रेजेंस से हम उसको बहुत ज्यादा ग्लोरीफाई कर रहे हैं, हम उसको बहुत प्रेस कर रहे हैं. आउट ऑफ द एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ एन एक्स्ट्रॉर्डनरी ह्यूमन डिजास्टर दैट लास्टेड टू लॉन्ग, दैट मीन्स कि एक ऐसा एक्स्ट्रॉर्डनरी, आप ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. देखो, न्यू बॉर्न तो आपने समझ लिया. न्यू बॉर्न लिबर्टी बेसिकली रेफर्स टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द डेमोक्रेटिक एंड नॉन रेशियल गवर्नमेंट. Okay, that's what you have to remember, that it is talking about the formation of the democratic and non-racial government. All right, and out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster. So ये extraordinary human disaster basically refers to the brutal activities of whites on blacks. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी, मतलब हद से ज्यादा. ह्यूमन डिजास्टर का क्या मतलब होता है? दैट व्हाई दे वर बीइंग सो ब्रूटल टुवर्ड्स द ब्लैक्स. दे वर नॉट रियली कंसीडरिंग देम इवन एज ह्यूमंस. दे वर जस्ट ऑप्रेसिंग देम. दे वर बीइंग अनकाइंड टू देम ईच एंड एवरी टाइम. दे वर बीइंग प्रिजन्ड ऑल द टाइम्स. So that lasted too long, जो बहुत टाइम तक रहा. Must be born a society of which all humanity will be will be proud. सो उन्होंने ये बोला कि मतलब हमारी प्रेजेंस से है और हम ग्लोरी मतलब देना चाहते हैं. ये न्यू बॉर्न जो लिबर्टी आई है, ये जो एक एक्सपीरियंस हुआ है एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी ह्यूमन डिजास्टर का, जो बहुत टाइम तक रहा है, इससे एक ऐसी सोसाइटी बननी चाहिए जिससे कि ह्यूमैनिटी, मतलब अब इस ये वाली सोसाइटी से निकलकर हमें एक ऐसी सोसाइटी बनानी है जिससे कि ह्यूमैनिटी बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब ह्यूमैनिटी जो ह्यूमंस हैं, जो पीपल हैं, सोसाइटी है, वो प्राउड फील करे इंस्टेड ऑफ फीलिंग बैड अबाउट एनीथिंग. ओके, are you understanding about this? So this is one of the very important things. You can always learn certain things, like he mentioned that out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. All right, is that clear, everybody? Is that clear to everyone? Yes or no? Okay, all right. Let's get going, everyone. Now, the author address. That means that when he says and he addresses the entire people out there who were there, who had come there. So, what do we see? The author spoke of the newborn liberty. अब author ने जो ये नई जन्मी लिबर्टी है इसके बारे में बात की. He thanked all the international guests. उन्होंने thank you कहा सारे international guest को. He said that they had come there to be with his countrymen. उन्होंने कहा कि वो वहां पर आए हैं कि वो अपने कंट्रीमैन के साथ. ओके, this is actually one of the very important aspects about the great personality Nelson Mandela, because he was so being very kind. He knew everything so well. He was thanking all the international guests as well, and he was being kind for their presence. He was being grateful. Okay, so he said that they had come there to be with his countrymen. That means that he had come there to be with the people of his country. Okay, he didn't say that I'm here just for the blacks or I'm here for the whites. Though you know that the whites, they were being so unkind on the blacks, right? They were being so brutal, and whites and the blacks, they had to really fight against the whites in order to just come out of their grip. But here we see that he was so kind by heart. He believed in the concept of equality. He was not just like addressing the people of his community. Instead, he was really addressing the people of his country. He was representing them as one. He was treating them as one and not more than one. Okay? Is it making sense to everyone right in there? Quickly tell me, guys. Is it clear to everyone right in there? Alright, clear? ओके, सो इट वाज द कॉमन विक्ट्री. तो ये क्या था? वो एक कॉमन विक्ट्री थी, यानी कि सबकी मिली जुली जीत थी. किसके लिए? जस्टिस के लिए. ठीक है, मतलब कि क्या कहते हैं, बिल्कुल सही चीजों के लिए, पीस के लिए, शांति के लिए, और ह्यूमन डिग्निटी. डिग्निटी रेफर्स टू द ऑनर, ऑल राइट, एंड रिस्पेक्ट. ठीक है, तो ये एक तरीके की जीत थी इंसान के ऑनर की, उसके रिस्पेक्ट की, जस्टिस के लिए भी और शांति के लिए भी. ही प्लेज टू लिबरेट हिज पीपल. उन्होंने ये प्लेज ली, मतलब उन्होंने ये कसम खाई कि वो अपने क्या कहते हैं लोगों को लिबरेट करेंगे, उनको फ्री करेंगे. किस चीज से? पॉवर्टी से फ्री करेंगे, यानी कि गरीबी से फ्री करेंगे. ऑल राइट, और क्या कहते हैं सफरिंग से, यानी कि वो जो सफर कर रहे हैं, और डिस्क्रिमिनेशन से. डिस्क्रिमिनेशन क्या होता है? कि भेदभाव से. So this is one of the important aspects about him, that he was not being like partial. Okay, he was not being biased. All right, so he was really being kind in every aspect. So he was sworn in as the president. उन्होंने शपथ ले ली as a president. He pledged to obey and uphold the constitution. उन्होंने कसम खाई कि वो ध्यान रखेंगे. He also pledged to devote himself to the well-being of the people. तो उन्होंने कसम खाई कि वो अपने लोगों का ध्यान रखेंगे. ठीक है, उसके बाद हमारा आता है नेशनल एंथम. नेशनल एंथम वाला एस्पेक्ट इस चैप्टर में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ऑल राइट, हमारे पास दो नेशनल एंथम्स हैं इसमें. सो नाउ वी सी द डे वाज सिंबलाइज फॉर द ऑथर, दैट इज नेल्सन मंडेला के लिए वो दिन एक बहुत बड़ा दिन था, बहुत ही यादगार दिन था. कैसे वो यादगार बना? एक तरीके की यूनिटी दिखानी थी. ओके, तो दो नेशनल एंथम थे, दोनों नेशनल एंथम प्ले किए गए थे. ओके, वाइट्स ने क्या गाया? नकोसी सिकिलिल. ओके, ये आपको स्पेलिंग अच्छे से आनी चाहिए. अगर आपने ये स्पेलिंग अपने एग्जाम में गलत लिखोगे तो आपके जो 0.5 मार्क्स हैं वो डिडक्ट हो जाएंगे. सो यू हैव टू बी रियली रियली, आई मीन, all right, you have to be really so very much symbolic of it. All right, is that clear, everyone? Yes, so now we see that and the the blacks, they had sung these stems. So these form the old anthems of republic. All right, so इससे क्या हुआ? These form the old anthems of the republic. So whites ने निकोसी सिकेलल और blacks ने these stem. Okay, so इससे क्या हुआ? Old anthem of republic उन्होंने गाया. All right, so that's what you'll have to keep in your mind. Keep it in your mind. All right, is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everybody? Yes, guys, clear? Okay, yeah. So here we go. Now we see that the whites, they were singing Nikosi Sikilil, and the blacks, they were singing these stems. So these form the old anthems of the republic. So this basically means that it was first showing what it was first showing the end of racial discrimination, and the second, it was also marking the beginning of a new democratic non-racial government. Okay, these are the two aspects that you need to keep in your mind, that why is it that the two national anthems were being sung. First, because it showed the end of racial discrimination, and second, in order to mark the new beginning of a democratic non-racial government. Okay, that is really important. Okay, keep it in your mind. Now moving ahead, everyone, the author's thoughts. Okay, authors के क्या thoughts हैं? So, on the day of the inauguration, the author thought of history. So, उस दिन inauguration के दिन पे author ने history के बारे में सोचा. In the first decade, the South African people, मतलब first decade में, यानी जो first decade में था, South African people had patched up their differences with the black skin people. All right. Now we see कि उस दिन inauguration वाले दिन author ने history के बारे में सोचा कि फर्स्ट डिकेड में जो साउथ अफ्रीकन पीपल थे ना, उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने ना अपने डिफरेंसेस जो है ना वो पैच कर लिए थे ब्लैक स्किन के साथ, और उन्होंने मिलकर एक ऐसा सिस्टम बनाया था जो सिस्टम सुपीरियोरिटी का था, जो क्या था, जो एक बहुत ही हार्श सोसाइटी का को रिजल्ट में लेकर आ रहे थे. सो उस दिन ऑथर ने ये हिस्ट्री के बारे में सोचा. फर्स्ट डेकेड साउथ अफ्रीकन पीपल का पैचअप हो गया था. उन्होंने एक ऐसा कॉन्सेप्ट बनाया जो इन अ वे अपार्थाइड पॉलिसी लेके आया. दैट इज व्हाट द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ लाइक building a system of superiority is all about. Okay, they had built a system of superiority. So it was the basis of the harshest society. Harshest मतलब यानी कि बहुत बहुत एक तरीके की एक ऐसी बुरी सोसाइटी जहाँ पे ह्यूमंस को सही से ट्रीट नहीं किया जाता था. सो दिस सिस्टम, ये सिस्टम हैड नाउ ओवरटर्न. अब ये सिस्टम बिल्कुल पलट गया था. अब ऐसा कुछ नहीं था अंडर द रूल ऑफ द न्यू फर्स्ट ब्लैक प्रेसिडेंट नेल्सन मंडेला. So now it was a system, अब एक ऐसा system था that recognized the rights and freedoms of all people, जिसने actual में पहचान दी सारे लोगों के मतलब freedom को, यानी कि उनकी आज़ादी को, उनके जो हक हैं उन चीज़ों को. All right, is that clear everyone? समझ आया सबको ये बात? It's very important point. Please keep it in your mind, important from the perspective of your examination as well. All right, because he was having this idea that he himself had seen a lot. Now he didn't want anybody else to see a lot, and that is why he was taking the entire country as one, without any kind of discrimination, like any kind of caste, age, religion, gender, or any sort of thing. So he was keeping everything aside, and his main goal was just one thing. Okay, is it clear everyone? Is it clear everybody? Okay everyone, चलिए आगे चलते हैं हम. Freedom fighters remembered. So now he was paying tribute. All right, he was paying tribute to the patriots who had. All right, he was paying tribute to the patriotic. All right, to all the patriots who had died in order to save the country from any kind of further discrimination, in order to just find the right way for their people, for their people who were suffering since long, and they themselves suffered a lot. Okay, but they changed that suffering in the form of a struggle that they had fought in order to help the people to overcome the kind of differences that they were feeling in their life. Okay, so now we see, what do we see here? We see that the policy of apartheid created a lasting wound in his country and his people. All right, this policy had produced great freedom fighters. Now what does that mean? Lasting wound का क्या मतलब होता है कि ऐसे जख्म दिए थे apartheid की पॉलिसी ने कि उसको धीरे धीरे जाने, मतलब उसको जाने में धीरे धीरे थोड़ा टाइम लगता. ओके, लेकिन इस पॉलिसी ने हमको कुछ दिया इन रिटर्न, एंड दैट वाज द फ्रीडम फाइटर्स, यानी आजादी के लिए लड़ने वाले पेट्रियोटिक्स. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट वी सी राइट इन हियर. They were being, I mean, the country had got such freedom fighters who were ready to sacrifice their lives in order to save the life of others of their community, because the system was completely a harsh one. It was so brutal, it was not being kind. It was like completely selfish kind of a system wherein the whites were always superior and the blacks were always inferior. Okay, so there were a lot of people, the names of the people they have been given in your books. I am urging you all to please learn the names of all the patriots who had sacrificed their lives. Okay, and please learn the spellings correctly. It's really important that you learn the correct spelling. Okay, it's really, really important. So please make sure that you all are definitely going in with this. It's really for your good, for your betterment. So they were like Oliver Tambos, okay, Walter Sicilius, Chief Luthullius, Yusuf Dadus, etc. They were men of uncommon courage, wisdom, and generosity. A very important a very important line actually, and a common kind of a thing as well. So अनकॉमन करेज क्यों बोला गया, क्योंकि ऐसी हिम्मत हर किसी में नहीं पाई जाती कि वो लोग बहुत ही मतलब कोड़े खा रहे हैं और साथ के साथ अपने लोगों के लिए लड़ भी रहे हैं, तो इसलिए ये अनकॉमन करेज था, ठीक है। विजडम यानी कि वो इतना ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंस से भरे हुए थे कि उनको पता था कि क्या गलत है क्या सही है, कैसे हमें आगे बढ़ना है। जेनरॉसिटी भी उनके अंदर थी, थोड़े हम्बल भी थे, थोड़ा सा लोगों के प्रति उनका ये भी था कि वो जनरस थे, मतलब लोगों के प्रति वो लोग बहुत ज्यादा क्या कहते हैं, बहुत दया भाव भी रखते थे। Okay, so उनको पता था that what does it take to like suffer to such a great extent, and that's why they wanted to create a world wherein there was no sort of any kind of discrimination among people. Now the country was rich in mineral. अब हमें ये बोला गया, मतलब as in that he made this clear in his very speech that the country was rich in minerals. मतलब जो ये country थी साउथ अफ्रीका, वो बहुत ही ज्यादा अमीर थी मिनरल्स में, लेकिन इसकी सबसे बड़ी दौलत इसके लोग थे। ओके, इसकी सबसे बड़ी दौलत क्या थी, इसके लोग। सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी कॉमन क्वेश्चंस दैट वी सी इन आवर एग्जामिनेशन, ओके, कमिंग अ लॉट many times. Okay, so you have to be smart enough in order to just read all the chapter, all the words, all the sentences, all the lines so clearly so that you are not missing anything, which is really, really important. Moving ahead, what did he say? Now this is his statement that he made. All right, okay, that is what you have to keep in your mind. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear but the triumph over it. मैंने ये मतलब उन्होंने क्या बोला, उनके हिसाब से करेज क्या होता है, करेज डर का ना होना नहीं है, इंस्टेड डर के ऊपर जीत इज करेज। Okay, so courage is not something wherein there is no fear. Okay, instead it is something wherein you are just having the victory over it, you are just having the triumph over it. That's what the courage is. Okay, is that clear? Got it, everyone? Clear? So the definition of courage, that is what we see. From these people, the author learned the meaning of courage. अब author हमें, I mean Nelson Mandela makes it so clear in his speech कि he learned the meaning of courage from these people only, because they showed via their actions that it's not about that there is no fear, या आपको डर नहीं लग रहा क्योंकि कोई डर है ही नहीं। इंस्टेंट करेज क्या है, करेज आपका बेसिकली उस डर पर जीत है, और वो चीज बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। All right, is this clear, everybody? So we see they underwent great torture. Great torture मतलब underwent मतलब कि उनको ना बहुत ही ज्यादा, मतलब बहुत ही ज्यादा टॉर्चर सहन करना पड़ा था। ओके, दैट्स व्हाट ही सेज दैट कि उनको बहुत ज्यादा टॉर्चर सहन करना पड़ा था। ही लर्न दैट करेज वाज नॉट द एब्सेंस ऑफ फियर। उन्होंने ये लर्न किया, ऑल राइट, कि जो करेज है वो एब्सेंस नहीं है फियर का, इंस्टेंट वो विक्ट्री है ओवर इट। ओके, इंस्टेड इट इज विक्ट्री ओवर इट। ऑल राइट, मतलब इंस्टेड ये उस पर जीत है। ओके, इज दैट क्लियर एवरीवन? राइट, ओके। नाउ man's natural goodness, ये भी एक हमारा मेन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, where he talks about what the author, that is Nelson Mandela, says that no one is born hating another person। मतलब कोई भी इंसान मतलब दूसरे को मतलब नफरत करते हुए पैदा नहीं होता है। hate is not something that is like right with you right from the beginning of your life due to color, मतलब कलर की वजह से या रिलीजन की वजह से, and so they called be taught to love। ठीक है, लव कम्स नेचुरली टू द ह्यूमन हार्ट। तो उन्होंने क्या बोला कि जो लव है वो नेचुरली आता है ह्यूमन हार्ट को, ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाट वी सी, दैट लव कम्स naturally to the human heart, but like hate is something that is not like there in the person, okay, that is like right from the birth. Okay, so now he says that if you can teach someone to hate on the basis of the color and religion, then you can also teach someone to love, because that is more naturally coming to the humans. That's what Nelson Mandela said in his speech. So love comes naturally to the human heart. That is what he says. Now see what was the statement that he made. He said, no one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. These were the direct words. Okay, whenever you see the like these very particular boxes, no, the gray boxes, so these are the direct words. कि कोई भी ऐसा पैदा नहीं होता जो कलर ऑफ द स्किन या बैकग्राउंड या रिलीजन की वजह से मतलब वो स्टार्टिंग से हेट कर रहा हो. पीपल मस्ट लर्न टू हेट, मतलब मस्ट लर्न टू हेट मतलब कि आप नफरत करना सीखते हो. एंड इफ दे कैन लर्न टू हेट, और अगर वो लोग सीख सकते हैं कि कैसे नफरत करनी है, दे कैन बी टॉट टू लव, तो उनको ये भी बताया जा सकता है कि आपको क्या कहते हैं कि आप प्यार कैसे कर सकते हो. फॉर लव कम्स मोर नेचुरल टू द ह्यूमन हार्ट देन इट्स ऑपोजिट. क्यों? क्योंकि जो प्यार है वो ज्यादा नेचुरली आता है ह्यूमन हार्ट को देन इट्स ऑपोजिट, उसके ऑपोजिट से. तो ठीक है. सो इन प्रिजन दे वर पुश्ड टू द वॉल, मतलब प्रिजन में उनके साथ क्या होता था कि उनको ऐसे धकेल दिया करते थे दीवार की ओर. बट ही सॉ ह्यूमैनिटी इन दी हार्ट्स ऑफ दी गार्ड्स. उन्होंने क्या बोला कि जो गार्ड्स होते थे ना, वहां पे उनकी आंखों में थोड़ा एक रे ऑफ होप मुझे दिखता था. इट वॉज मेन्स एसेंशियल गुडनेस, वो एक इंसान की अच्छाई होती है. इट कैन बी पुट आउट. उन्होंने कहा आप जो इंसान के अंदर जो अच्छाई होती है, इट कैन नेवर बी एक्सटिंग्विश्ड. ओके, सो नाउ मैन्स ड्यूटीज दैट वी सी इन लाइफ, एवरी मैन हैज ट्वेन ड्यूटीज. उन्होंने कहा कि लाइफ में ना हर आदमी के पास दो ड्यूटीज पक्का से होती हैं. टूवर्ड्स हिज फैमिली, एक उसको उसकी फैमिली की तरफ होती है, एक उसको उसकी कम्युनिटी की तरफ, और एक मतलब एज इन फैमिली और कम्युनिटी की तरफ पहली होती है, दूसरी टूवर्ड्स कंट्री होती है. और तो फाउंड कि ये ना डिफिकल्ट है कि आप दोनों की तरफ अपनी ड्यूटीज अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी निभा सको. इट वॉज बिकॉज इसलिए क्योंकि एक कलर्ड मैन है साउथ अफ्रीका में, उसको पनिश किया जाता था अगर वो ह्यूमन बींग की तरह रहता था. सच अ मैन वॉज फोर्स टू लिव अपार्ट फ्रॉम हिज ओन पीपल. ऐसे एक आदमी को हमेशा दूर रहना होता था अपने खुद के लोगों से. सो ही वॉज नॉट अलाउड टू डू हिज ड्यूटीज टू हिज फैमिली. इसलिए उसको बिल्कुल भी अलाउ नहीं किया जाता था कि वो अपनी ड्यूटीज करे अपनी फैमिली की तरफ. All right, that is what we see. So that is what we have here seen. Okay, moving ahead, everyone. Freedom defined. Like, what exactly is the meaning of freedom? The author was born free. He was not born with a hunger to be free. तो इसका क्या मतलब है कि जो ऑथर है नेल्सन मंडेला, वो ना मतलब एकदम फ्री ही पैदा हुआ था. ही वॉज नॉट बॉर्न विद अ हंगर टू बी फ्री, मतलब उसके अंदर जन्म से ही मतलब वो भूख नहीं थी आजाद होने के लिए. ही वॉज फ्री एज लॉन्ग एज ही ओबेड, मतलब वो तब तक फ्री था जब तक वो अपने पापा की मान रहा था और सारे कस्टम सारे रिचुअल्स अपनी कम्युनिटी के फॉलो कर रहा था. बट सोन ही रियलाइज, लेकिन जल्दी वो रियलाइज करता है दैट इज फ्रीडम वॉज एन इल्यूजन, कि जो उसका फ्रीडम है ना वो बेसिकली क्या है, वो एक इल्यूजन है. वो फ्रीडम असल में फ्रीडम बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. दैट इज लाइक टोटली डिफरेंट. And it was like he was being free only because of the fact that he was being sorry, like he was being free just because of the fact, yeah, he was free just because of the fact that he was obeying, all right, his family, but otherwise it wasn't really the case. Okay, that is what we rightly see in this very particular chapter. Okay, everyone, is that clear? I hope that's making sense to everyone. Okay, yes, clear everybody? Okay, alrighty, people. Okay, so we are now moving ahead, everyone. Now, as a student, he wanted freedom to read and go. मतलब बच्चा जब था तब वो क्या चाहता था कि मुझे फ्रीडम मिले कि मैं पढ़ सकूं और मैं जा सकूं. जब वो एक यंग मैन हुआ जोहान्सबर्ग में, ही वांटेड फ्रीडम, ओके, टू बी एज पर हिज पोटेंशियल. मतलब वो ना मतलब उसको फ्रीडम चाहिए थी अपने पोटेंशियल के हिसाब से, जितनी उसके अंदर मतलब हिम्मत है. ही ऑल्सो वांटेड द फ्रीडम ऑफ लाइवलीहुड. वो ये भी चाहता था कि मैं अच्छे से एक अच्छी जिंदगी बिता सकूं अपने माता पिता के साथ, ठीक है, अपनी फैमिली के साथ. फिर आया डिजायर फॉर फ्रीडम मेड हिम बोल्ड. ओके, फिर एक ऐसी उसके अंदर चाहत आई जिससे कि वो बोल्ड हो गया. So soon he saw that he was not free like his brothers and sisters. Okay, sorry. Soon he saw, but soon he saw that he was also not free like his brothers and sisters. All right. So that is what we see. ओके उसने जल्दी ही ये रियलाइज किया कि वो भी मतलब उसके भाई बहन की तरह वो भी फ्री नहीं है। तब उसने अफ्रीकन नेशनल कांग्रेस ज्वाइन करी एंड हिज हंगर फॉर फ्रीडम बिकेम ग्रेटर फॉर फ्रीडम फॉर हिज पीपल, बिकेम ग्रेट फॉर द फ्रीडम ऑफ हिज पीपल। तो जो उसकी हंगर थी फ्रीडम के लिए अब वो और भी ज्यादा हो गई क्योंकि वो अपने फ्रीडम चाहता था अपने लोगों की। द डिजायर फॉर द फ्रीडम ऑफ हिज पीपल टू लिव विद डिग्निटी गेव हिम पावर। तो मतलब अब उसकी जो ये इच्छा थी कि मेरे जो भी लोग हैं, मेरी प्रजाति के जो भी लोग हैं, वो सब लोग रिस्पेक्ट और ऑनर से रहें, तो उससे ना उसको और स्ट्रेंथ आती थी, उससे उसको और पावर आती थी, जिससे कि वो बोल्ड बना। इट मेड हिम लिव लाइक अ मंक। उसने अपने सारे ऐश आराम छोड़ के वो एक मंक की जिंदगी, एक संत की जिंदगी बिताने लग गया। ऑल राइट एंड द चेन्स ऑन हिज पीपल बिकेम चेन्स फॉर हिम टू। तो जो जकड़न उसके लोगों पर थी वो वाली जकड़न अब उसको उस पर भी फील होने लग गई। Okay, clear? Oppressor and the oppressed without humanity. So the author knew that the oppressor must be liberated like the oppressed. तो author को ये बात पता थी कि जो oppressor है, ठीक है, वो liberate होना चाहिए, all right? जैसे कि oppressed होता है, क्यों? क्योंकि a man who takes away another's freedom becomes the hated। मतलब अगर मैं आपकी freedom छीन रही हूँ, आपसे बदतमीजी से बात कर रही हूँ, तो मैं भी अब एक prison में आ जाती हूँ नफरत की, क्योंकि आप मुझसे अब नफरत करते हो। ऑल राइट, इज दैट क्लियर एवरीबडी? क्योंकि आप मुझसे नफरत करते हो। इज दैट क्लियर एवरीवन? Okay. Now, I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. A man who takes away another's man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. तो मतलब कि क्या है कि वो लॉक हो चुका है behind the bars of prejudice. Why? क्योंकि अभी he is really just just being brutal towards others. Okay, और अब वो एक खुद एक ऐसे prison में बंद चुका है। नो वन इज फ्री इफ इज टेकिंग अवे समवन एल्सेस फ्रीडम। कोई भी फ्री नहीं होता है अगर वो दूसरे की फ्रीडम छीन रहा है। बट द ऑपरेसर एंड द ऑपरेस्ड आर रॉब्ड ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटी। ठीक है, लेकिन जो ऑपरेसर और ऑपरेस्ड है दे आर रॉब्ड ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटी। रॉब्ड ऑफ का क्या मतलब होता है कि मतलब उनके अंदर कोई भी ह्यूमैनिटी ही नहीं है, वो लोग अब उस ह्यूमैनिटी में है ही नहीं, मतलब वो अब ह्यूमंस नहीं कहलाते हैं क्योंकि वो इतना ज्यादा किसी को तंग करते हैं। ठीक है, so we are done with the very explanation of the chapter. We have got a lot of difficult words right in here. Make sure you are learning all of them. Okay, it's really important. Besieged means to be surrounded with dignitaries, a person considered to be important. Sworn, given under oath, pledge committed by a solemn promise. Confer is to grant emancipation, the fact or process of being set free from legal, social, or political restrictions. Liberate is to free. Bondage, the state of being a slave. Discrimination, being treated differently. Deprivation, damaging lack of material benefits. Oppression, prolonged, cruel, bedeck, decorate. Racial discrimination when people of one race have power over other race. Apartheid, a policy or system of segregation. Triumph, great victory. Resilience, the ability to deal with any kind of hardships. Defies, refuse to obey, grimaced, very serious obligations, a duty or a commitment. Civil, courteous. Rebellion, the action or process of resisting authority. Curtail, reduce, prejudice, a strong dislike. Okay, so guys, please learn all these words. Now I would like to tell you about the CBSE class 10 achievers list. We had got a lot of achievers who had really scored like amazingly good marks. Okay, remarkable performance was being given by Unacademy learners in CBSE class 10 board examination 2022. 99.8% highest scorer, 412 plus learners secure 90% or more, 100 plus learners secure 95% or more, 114 plus learners secured 100 marks in different subjects. We have the warriors batch everyone, which is basically the full syllabus, guys. Okay, this is for class 9. We got this, we are going to start this from August 18. Mode of delivery is going to be English. Rashmi ma'am, Lakhansara, Kashar, Himalsar and Kunalsar are going to be there, dealing in the subjects social science, English, Hindi, science and maths respectively. Quickly make use of the code PSH10 everyone and go ahead with the 10% discount and be a part of all these groups which are there for you for your betterment. Then we have the warriors batch for the full syllabus class 10. It is start date August 18. Mode of delivery is English. Okay, we have science, math, social science, Hindi and English. So Santosh sir, Vishal sir, Sikandar sir, Akash sir and Lakhan sir, you all are there. Oh, I mean they are all there for you for teaching your best. Use the code PSH10 and become a part of all this. Then we have the iconic subscription, everyone, wherein we are providing your personal guidance, one-on-one guidance from the top exam experts would be there, test analysis would be there, one-on-one guidance from the top exam experts, study planner would be there, customized study plan with bi-weekly review, study material would be there, specialized notes and practice tests, experts guidelines would be there, study booster workshop by exam experts, and plus you would have the live classes, weekly tests, structured courses, and unlimited access. All you need to do is you have to make use of the code PSH10 and you have to be a part of the Iconic or the Plus subscription. If you go ahead with Iconic, you're definitely going to get the benefits of Plus, but in Plus, you will just be getting the benefits of Plus. So think wisely and go ahead accordingly. All right. Now we have different monthly plans for the Plus subscription. You all can go ahead with anything that you want to go ahead with. 48 months, 42, 36, 24, 18. 15, 12, 9, 6, and 3. Use the code PSH10, everyone, and definitely make a move with it. Then we have Iconic, everybody, 48, 36, 24, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, and 3. Use the code PSH10 and make a move with it. 10% discount would be given to everyone right now. Being your educator, I would like to tell you all, try to go for a longer tenure. That's always and always beneficial. That is also for your good. So please think about this. Just discuss this with your parents. You'll come to know what exactly we are going to go with. Introducing community, everyone. Never miss any update from your favorite educator. Get sessions, notes, and practice material, and share your feedback directly with educators via polls. Check out the link to the educator community below. Bags Bounty, it's an opportunity for all the learners to report any inappropriate content in the video. Be the first one to report a particular issue to claim your prize and report any inappropriate content using the form given in the description. Thank you, everyone. I hope you really love the session. I'm gonna catch you all soon, everybody. Take care.